Now, this was touted as the pandemic election, a referendum on Donald Trump's response to the Wuhan virus pandemic. But the discourse has now shifted to election fraud. Does that mean that the cases are falling? Far from it. The US is setting new records. Let me show you some numbers. On November 3rd, that is election day, the US recorded just over 94,000 cases. The next day, more than 108,000 cases, 108,000 cases. Thursday was a world record with 118,000 cases in the US. There is no denying it. The United States is in the middle of a second wave, and from the look of it, it could be bigger than the first one. So how big an issue was the pandemic for voters in America? It depends on who you voted for. Most Biden supporters were more concerned about the pandemic. They were in favor of strict restrictions, possibly even a lockdown. But the average Trump voter prioritized the economy. It was all about reopening the country and bringing back the jobs. 4 in 5 Trump voters said the pandemic was under control. But as we just told you, that's not the case. Whoever wins the White House will have a full-blown outbreak on his hands. So what are the two candidates saying about the pandemic? There is complete silence from Trump. The president seems more focused on the legal battle ahead. But the White House has made it clear. All hopes are now pinned on a vaccine. Joe Biden, meanwhile, has been talking about it. He mentions the Wuhan virus at all public events. On Thursday, his team briefed him on the pandemic and the economic crisis.
Senator Harris and I just completed briefings on both COVID and the economic crisis facing this nation. And we're reminded again of the severity of this pandemic. Cases are on the rise nationwide, and we're nearing 240,000 deaths due to COVID. And our hearts go out to each and every family that has lost a loved one to this terrible disease.
Joe Biden seems willing to take up the challenge, but a Biden victory is unlikely to be a silver bullet. And I'll tell you why. Trump's term ends on the 20th of January next year. That's more than 70 days away. At the current rate, that's 6 million more cases of the Wuhan virus. Plus, Joe Biden does not have a magic wand. Half the country is still opposed to wearing a mask. There are people who still believe the pandemic is a hoax. Bringing Americans together will be key to creating a successful strategy. And a lot of them, by the way, are out. They're protesting on the streets. The Democrats backed mail-in ballots, remember, to maintain social distancing. But now even the Democrats are not asking their supporters to stay at home. So that is a stark reality for America. Biden or Trump, the country is set for a rough couple of months. A new president cannot end the pandemic. Only a vaccine can. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.